Hi guys, you're welcome to today's video and you're welcome to COVET'S magazine. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome to the COVET'S magazine gang. And if you've not subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave and be an official COVET'S magazine gang, you know. COVET'S magazine is the vibe on YouTube. We are the vibe on YouTube, so subscribe so you don't miss out on all the fun things in the world. Anyway, so here we're here to talk about COVET Entertainment, and we're here to talk about the best and the worst dressed at the 2022 Oscar Awards. As we all know, this year's Oscar Awards actually makes it the 94th version. So it makes it the 94th edition of the Oscars, and the celebrities showed up. They showed up big, and they put on their best. I mean, we're not here to talk about who won what. We're here to talk about who wore who and who wore the best, or who even wore the worst. We're even here to talk about the worst dressed as well. The event took place on the 27th of March 2022, and it took place at the Dolby Theatre and in Los Angeles, by the way. So it took place at the Dolby Theatre in Los Angeles. So other than Will Smith and Chris Rock's is it throwdown, blood on the floor kind of issue. Other than that, all the drama and all this kind of stuff. Other than that, we're here to talk about the best dressed. You know, the celebrities brought their A game, and I think because of the is it the health pandemic restrictions, I actually encouraged the celebrities to celebrate the events even more, because we're now here to celebrate life. You know, life, we've all learned to embrace life nowadays. So they came in big, and we're here to talk about the best ones and the worst ones. And overall, we're going to give you who actually won the best dressed. All right. So before we finalize who actually wore the best, let's talk about the worst and the best. So I'm going to just pick on each of them randomly, and I'm going to tell you if it's yes or if it's a no, and if it's red carpet worthy, and whatever my critics is going to be, just accept it. Please don't quote me. I'm just a fashion lover, and I'm sure you are as well. So let's just criticize together. Let's criticize together. All right. So the first person up is Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish was actually spotted wearing a Gucci gown. It's a no from me. I don't like it. I don't know about you. There's too much ruffle going on. I mean, I don't know what it is. Is it meant to be a couture dress, or is it a couture gown? Is it meant to be that? I don't know. It's not doing anything for me. I can't even tell where I can wear this to. It does not fit my style. It does not fit the Oscars. It does not look stylish at all. So it's a no for me. And the next person up is Zoe Kravitz. I love what Zoe Kravitz was actually wearing. She was wearing this gorgeous baby pink dress, and it's actually designed by Saint Laurent. It was actually designed by Saint Laurent, and I love the pink. I love the simplicity of the gown. It is red carpet worthy, and it is Oscar worthy. As we all know, we know that Oscar is like the father of all awards. So if you're going to attend this kind of event, you have to be like, you know, go grand. That's my word. Go grand is like go big or go home. So I love the way Zoe actually styled herself in this dress. I love the way she packed her hair. I love the jewelry. Everything is just simple and very, very gorgeous, and I love that bow detail. Just a little bit of hint of femininity or something like that. Yeah, so I love that. So I'll definitely say it's a yes from COVET'S magazine. All right, so the next person up is Zendaya. Zendaya was actually spotted in Valentino. I mean, what she was wearing is very simple. I'll call it like a simple glamour. It's okay. It's all right for the Oscars, but I think I'm expecting more. You know, she's the type that would normally dress in all these artistic kind of fashion pieces, if you know what I mean. So when I saw her in this one, it's just too simple for me. It's too simple for Oscars. I'm expecting something like there's this Valentino gown, or was it dress, that has like a mini cup and a big voluminous kind of skirt that I saw recently in Autumn Winter 2022 runway by Valentino. I would expect her to wear something like that, like this gorgeous hot pink. It's so gorgeous. I would expect her to wear something like that, but nevertheless, it's not so bad as well. She's giving us a simple glamour, and it's really worked well. So it's okay. So it's a yes, just okay, an okay yes. Yeah, it's okay. So the next person up is Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman was actually wearing Bottega Veneta. So she's wearing this gorgeous simple silk skirt and silk shirt or something like that. I love it. It's not bad. It's very similar to what Zendaya was actually wearing. Simple glamour. It's a simple glamour. It's worked well for Oscars. In as much I expect more, but whatever the case may be, it really worked well. So it's an okay yes from COVET'S magazine. Alright, so the next person up is the stylish Cynthia Erivo. I was actually expecting more from Cynthia Erivo this year, because she's usually dressed in like edgy, stylish look, and it's always like a tick 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 big yes from COVET'S magazine. But this year at Oscars, she's kept it simple as well, simple glamour. She was wearing Louis Vuitton. It's okay. It's giving me power, like a power dressing. Actually, the three of them are actually giving like a power dressing kind of look. It's, to me, it's not edgy enough as I would expect Cynthia Erivo to actually style herself, because she's usually very, very edgy. I mean, last year's awards, it's like a yes, 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 eat on the red carpet. But for this year's Oscars, I don't know what happened. Everyone just toned down. You toned down to the father of all awards, for the love of God. So it's just an okay yes for me. I mean, and it's only an okay yes for me just because there's a train on the skirt, just to make it appropriate for like a red carpet look. But it's just okay, an okay yes. It's not giving me so much for me to jump or anything like that. It's just an okay yes. So let's just move on to the next person. All right, so the next person up is Jessie Buckley. She was spotted wearing an Edem gown. I mean, it's a silk gown with a long train, but whatever it is, I don't like it. I don't know why. Just because it's a little bit, it looks un-ironed. Have you ever seen? Can you believe that on Oscars red carpet, you're wearing a silk dress that is very un-ironed. I don't like it. It's not tidy, it's not neat, and it doesn't look too stylish for me. So it's a no from me. I'm just tired of seeing silk dresses on red carpet. There are lots of ideas and creativities are going around within designers nowadays. You will be able to find something very gorgeous and very grand, if you know what I mean. So I'm just tired. I don't want it. And the only reason why is it Uma Toma was able to score an okay yes from it was because she took a risk, and she just kept it like a simple plain shirt and a very long silk skirts, and the plain shirt is all buttoned up, so it's giving me a little bit of a simple edginess, if you know what I mean. So that's why I called it a simple glamour. So otherwise I'm tired of seeing silk and frocks and all those kind of. I'm tired. I don't want to see them. There are a lot of design. Autumn winter runway. Go to Moschino, you find something. Go to Valentino, you find something. Go to many brands, you'll find definitely gorgeous gowns that you can actually use to rock the Oscars red carpet. So I'm tired of the silk dress. I don't want it. Is a no. So the next person up is Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion was actually spotted wearing Gaurav Gupta gown. I love it. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion has never been like a stylish person to me for a very long time, but at this year's Oscars, she really nailed it. I love the gown. It's very edgy. It's very artistic. It's very, very glamorous. And it's also very, very Megan Thee Stallion herself, because of the sexy cutout on the side and the long slit on the other side. And I love the ruffles and the detailing, all those intricate detailing that we can barely get to. I love it. It's just so gorgeous. I believe it's a koto gown, and it's so gorgeous. I love the way she packed the hair. Love the jewelry. She didn't do too much of the jewelry. It was just earrings, and that's about it. And she kept the rest on in the wrist. So I love it. It's a yes and yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. This is how you dress. She's a rapper, and she nailed it. So all right, so the next person up is Tiffany Addis. Tiffany Addis was actually spotted wearing Dolce & Gabbana. I love the dress. Also very a modern simplicity, glamorous kind of gown she was wearing, and it's so beautiful. I love the green color. I love the detailing around the dress. I love the simplicity. She didn't have long hair. She had like a blonde hair, which is very gorgeous, and I love the jewelry details as well. So she's not wearing much of a earring. I think she was wearing something like a studded earring with a chunky necklace, which is very, very appropriate for the award. It matches the dress, and it's so gorgeous. So it's a big yes from COVET'S magazine. So the next person up is Wanda Sykes in Sergio Hudson, Wanda Sykes in Sergio Hudson. She was spotted wearing this pristine white. Pristine white is the trend of the season. So when I saw her wearing it, I'm like, yes, it's like a full suit, power suiting. Power suiting is also a trend. I'm not tired of power suiting. I'm still enjoying it. And they come in variety nowadays. They come in oversized shoulder pads, oversized baggy with trousers, and so on. So she's given us that monochromatic white look, and it matches the Oscar. It matches her personality. It's a yes and yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. All right, so the next person up is El Bailey in Roberto Cavalli. I mean, we love El Bailey. We love the girls' song. We love their music. We love their voice. But style, they've not rocked it yet. They haven't gotten it right yet. And this dress is a no. It's not an Oscar worthy kind of dress. It's a dress that you wear to like a VMAs, Video Music Awards, and so on, where where you celebrate more of sexiness and urban niche kind of culture. But at some Oscars is like a sophisticated, conservative red carpet look. So if you're going to give us sexiness, it's going to be like just a subtle sexiness to make us guess and so on. But this one is just too much. You're giving me too much. I don't like it. It does not even reflect. I doubt if it actually reflects their personality, because with what I see, they look like a very quiet and gentle voiced kind of people. Are they twins? Are they twins or sisters? I'm not sure, but no. It's a no. This is not how you dress to the Oscars. This is not how you respect the Oscars. We're talking of the Oscars, for the love of God. So this is a no for me, and I'm just moving on to the next person before I see too much. Alright, so the next person up is Kaitrona Balfe. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. I beg your pardon if I didn't. It's Kaitrona Balfe in Louis Vuitton. I love the dress. Also wearing a pristine white. Pristine white is a trend of the season, and she nailed it. I love the ruffle detailing, and I love the fact that the ruffles actually it's all around our waist, up down to the train. So I love that. So it's also gorgeous, and for the hair is also, it's not so bad. I would expect her to pack the hair to the back, because when you're going on the red carpet, honestly, to be honest, the safe way is to pack your hair to the back, slick it back, and you will get it right. It's just a way of showing off the shape of your face, and it does not matter how shaped your face is. Your face always have its own uniqueness. So I wish she was able to display that. But whatever the case may be, this dress is gorgeous. I love it. It's a yes, yes, yes. I love the jewelry detailing in the neck. Although the dress also have a little bit of jewelry detailing in the around the, what's it called, the strap, yeah, around the strap. It's not so bad. I mean, it's okay. It's just so gorgeous. I would actually say no, there's no need for chunky necklace, just the earrings and the bangles, and you're good to go, because the dress already have like a jewelry detailing around the strap. But whatever the case to be, it's still very fine. I love the dress. It's well designed, well tailored, and it matches her body. So it's a yes from COVET'S magazine. Alright, so the next person up is Chloe Bailey, which is the sister of El Bailey, and she was spotted in LVDF gown. The dress is a no. I mean, I don't need to say much. I've already said everything with the other sister. It's a no. It's not what's it called? Oscar. It's not an Oscar dress. It's a VMA's dress and Grammys kind of dress, not an Oscar dress. So VMAs and Grammys, we celebrate music videos and everything like that. And in music videos, sexiness, colors, urban chic, and jewelry, and all those are what features in the music videos and so on. But this is what you wear. That's where you wear this kind of dress to. But to Oscars, no, we're celebrating Academy in films. We're celebrating talent in films. So you show honor and respect with sophistication, with class, and if you're going to show a little bit of sexiness, just a hint of sexiness and so on. But this one is just too much. So it's not for Oscars. It's not Oscar red carpet worthy, and it's a no again from COVET'S magazine. Alright, so the next person up is Kristen Stewart in Chanel. I mean, it's sexy. The look is very edgy and very chic. There's nothing wrong with the look. It's just it's not an Oscar look. For me, it's not an Oscar look. It looks like probably like an after party kind of look, or probably a VMAs or Grammys, like I said earlier. So that's the reason why I just didn't pick the look. Not that there's anything wrong with the styling. The styling is very chic and beautiful, but not Oscar worthy. So it's a no. It's a no from COVET'S magazine. So don't let us ramble. Let's just move on to the next person. So the next person up is Venus Williams in Ellis. She was wearing this gorgeous white Elisa dress. It's a yes from me. It's a pristine white. Like I said earlier, pristine whites are kind of like a trend of the season. So they nailed it. She really nailed it on the red carpet. I love the design. Although the first time I saw the look, I was a little bit hesitant, and I was wondering, you know, just because of the cutout on the front. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but there's just something that is not so on. There's a little bit uneven, a little bit untidy about it. I don't know. Whatever the case, maybe the dress is gorgeous, and I understand where they're going. Probably, I don't know. I can't even pinpoint what's actually wrong. But I had a little bit of reservation. Probably because of the way she was carrying it, because the way she was wearing it. Because sometimes the way you carry yourself and the way you wear your outfit actually says confident, stylish, beautiful. And if you're not owning it, you know, people won't look towards you. That's all. So probably that's the reason why. But there's nothing wrong with the dress. It's gorgeous, and it's a yes from COVET'S magazine. Alright, so the next person up is Serena Williams. Serena Williams was wearing a Gucci gown. I mean, the gown is okay. I just don't like it. I mean, I don't know. For some reason, I've been seeing a lot of these free flowing gowns a lot on the runways, from Dior to Fendi and so on, and they just don't steal my attention. I don't know why. So when I saw Serena Williams wearing similar flowy gown, I was not blown away. It's the Oscars. It does not look like an Oscar gown to me, and I wasn't blown away on the red carpet on the runway. So I'm not blown away I wasn't blown away when I saw her on the red carpet as well wearing it. So it's a no from me. I don't know. You might like it. If I've gotten it wrong, please let me know in the comment box below. I believe it's a no. It's not Oscar worthy. Let's just move on to the next person. Alright, so the next person up is Emilia Jones in custom Dolce & Gabbana gown or dress. It's a gown to me. So a custom Dolce & Gabbana gown, and I love it. I love the sequin. We're not tired of the sequins yet. We're still embracing the sequins, and designers nowadays, they've kind of like had a lot of creativity, a lot of updates to sequins. So sequins are still very much welcome on the red carpet. So when I saw this gown, I'm like, it's a yes for me. It's a chic sophistication. It's the dress really matches the wearer. I mean, the figure is perfect for the dress, and I love the cutout on the side. It's just giving us, you know, a little bit of sexiness, but without too much of the sexiness. I love the cup. The cup is well tailored to match the boobs. I mean, it's just so gorgeous. It's a very gorgeous dress, and I love the ombre design on the dress. It's so gorgeous. So I love the way she packed her hair, and I think everything else was just kept simple. There was no jewelry. There isn't much of a jewelry. I think she had earrings on. I'm not sure, but there's no necklace. There was no necklace. There was no bracelets or anything like that. Just the gown itself with her hair slicked in a pony, which is very beautiful. I love it, and with a minimal makeup as well. That's how you do Oscars. Minimal makeup, you know, with your hair slicked back, and you know, a gorgeous grand dress. And sometimes, you know, when we're looking for like a grand dress, we kind of go overboard. We go for frocks, we go for all this. It doesn't have to be that simple. Sometimes simple silk dress, simple sequin dress, and so on. It's just perfect for the red carpet. So this dress is doing that for me. Simplicity, simple glamour, and it's very chic. So it's a yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. So the next person up is Bachel Zelga. Bachel Zelga was spotted wearing a Dior Coto gown. I love the dress. It's a sheer dress. I mean, when I first saw it, I actually took a pause, and I had to study the dress a lot more to actually embrace it, and I love it. It's a very subtle sexiness that is going on there, and I love the drapery detailing around the chest and so on. It's very chic. It's very beautiful. It's a yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. She's got her hair down, and she had the choker necklace. Choker necklace is a trend of the season, which is okay. What more? I would rather say go for like a more of like a chunky necklace with a like a big chunky pendant. That would actually elevate the dress even more. But whatever the case may be, the dress is gorgeous, the look is not so bad, and it's a yes from COVET'S magazine. So the next person up is Penelope Cruz, and she was spotted wearing a Chanel gown. I love the dress. The dress is looking very edgy, to be honest. It's looking very edgy and very is it cultured, if I'm right? I love the dress. I love it. It's very simple. It's very edgy. It's different, and I love the volumosity of the dress. I love it. And it matches her body as well. So it's a yes from me. I love the way she packed her hair. Her hair was left down, and she was wearing like a more of like a minimal makeup, not too much makeup. Fresh face. I believe fresh face is the trend of the season. Fresh face, a makeup no makeup look is a trend of the season, and we're embracing it. This dress is doing that for me, although I will expect more, probably a little bit more. I don't know, the fabric that was used to design the dress looks something like either taffeta or very close to denim, but it's not. So it's just giving me a very very simple toned down muted gown. But the dress is gorgeous, to be honest. When you look closer, the design and everything is very very gorgeous and very edgy. The scarf around the neck makes it very much edgier, so it makes it very edgy, and it's a yes. It's a yes from COVET'S magazine. It's not so bad. And the next person up is I love a gown. She was wearing a gown by Carolina Herrera. I love the gown. I love the brightness of the is it like a lemon green, or yeah, lemon green or yellow. I just love the simplicity. I love the fact that she actually put on the shade, so had a little bit more edge to the gown. I love the sandals, the strappy sandals, and I love the purse. It's so gorgeous, and I love the fact that she even she slicked her hair back just to show off her face, and she had like a choker chunky necklace on, which is the trend of the season. It's a yes and yes. This is how you dress to. This is how you dress to Oscar. If you are Hoban, this is how you dress to Oscar. You show you show some respect to talent, to education, to to the academy, the father of all awards. So this is how you do it. It's so gorgeous, and it's a yes and yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. Alright, so the next person up is Eugene Ellis. I'm not sure if it's Eugene Ellis. I'm not sure if it's Eugene Ellis. Pardon my pronunciation if I've pronounced it wrong. So she was spotted wearing this gorgeous Versace dress. I mean, the dress is gorgeous, but like I said, I'm tired of frocks and too much I don't know. I don't like the dress. It's like a burnt orange kind of dress with a lot of frocks detailing and so on by Versace. I don't like it. It's I don't like it. It's a no from me. Just a no. So I'm just moving on to the next person. So the next person up is Maggie Gillenhall. She was spotted wearing a strappelli gown. I love the strappelli gown. It's Oscar worthy. It's very gorgeous. I mean, the original version on the runway was like a short dress, but I believe that it's a custom made. It was custom made for her, and they turned it into a long gown. So it makes it very appropriate for the Oscar award. It's very edgy. It's very very chic as well, and very glamorous. I love the way she packed her hair. Her smile does everything. She didn't put on any necklace, which is perfect, because the dress has a little bit of gold detailing around it. There isn't much bracelets. It's just probably a simple earrings or none. It's beautiful. A very clean makeup as well. It's beautiful. This is how you style yourself to Oscars. And we're moving on to the next person. It's a yes, by the way. It's a yes from COVET'S magazine. Alright, so the next person up is Olivia Colman in Dior Haute Couture. I mean, I don't need to waste too much time. It's a no. I don't like this kind of dresses. All these kind of dresses, I don't like them. I mean, like I said earlier, I've seen them a lot on the runway. They do have like a long flowiness going around the sleeves, on the back, and so on. I just don't like them for any event or whatever it is. They're not my style. They don't fit the Oscar, in my own opinion. They don't fit the Oscars. I don't like it. It's a no and no from me. I mean, you can wear this to the church, The church will accept you. But not for the Oscars. It's not for the Oscars. It's not edgy enough for me. It's just too covered up for me. I don't like it. All right, so the next person up is Ariana DeBose in Valentino Haute Couture. I love the dress. It's a power dressing. This is what you call power dressing on a red carpet, and I believe this is how you do a power dressing on red carpet. This is what I actually expect from Zendaya to wear. I expect this from Zendaya because she loves edgy looks and so on. That one was it's just too simple and so on. So it's not saying too much of Zendaya, but this is gorgeous. This is worn by DeBose. What's the first name? Ariana DeBose. I love it. Is it DeBose? DeBose? So Ariana DeBose or DeBose? Pardon my pronunciation, but we're here to talk about the style. I love the styling. It's a power dressing kind of style, and it's perfect for the Oscars. The train was actually attached to a hand. I wish the train was actually attached to the trousers. It would even make it even much more polished and much more cleaner. But whatever the case may be, she's edgy she's edgy herself. So she was able to carry the dress, and she was able to carry the look, and she was able to own it. So I love it. I love the cropped detailing. Is it the cup, the mini cups? Because that's one of the trends that I've noticed on the runway, from autumn winter runway and spring summer 2022 runway and autumn winter 2022 runway. The mini cups, they're kind of the trend of the season, and she did it well with this look. Love the bagginess in the trousers. Baggy trousers, oversized trousers they are also the trend of the season, and she nailed it. She's got a haircut, and she got a jewelry, minimal makeup. Everything is just perfect. Very, very chic, very, very edgy, very beautiful, Oscar worthy. I'm finding it difficult to move on now. It's a yes and yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. This is how you style yourself if you're trying to go for power dressing or trying to look edgy. This is the way to go. All right, so the next person up is Nicole Kidman in Giorgio Armani Privé. I love the dress. It's very vintage, but very glamorous. Of a very glamorous vintage, very gorgeous. Love the balloon that's going around the waist. I love the train at the back. I love the simplicity. I love the jewelry. I love the way she packed her hair. She's giving her bold lips as well at the same time. So she's very chic. She's very beautiful. She's ageless, as we all know. So it's a yes and yes again from COVET magazine. I mean, these are queen of red carpets, so they know what to wear. Nicole Kidman, we all know the iconic Nicole Kidman. So it's a yes and yes again from COVET magazine. All right, so the next person up is Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o in Prada. She was spotted wearing a gold Prada dress. I mean, gown. I love the dress. I love the gown, but then it's very risky. It's a very, very risky kind of gown. It's again a thin line between liking the dress and not liking it at all. But it worked. It's Lupita, so she nailed it. She carried it. She owned it, and it's beautiful. So it's a yes from COVET magazine, and it's Oscar worthy. So let's move on. All right, so the next person up is Kristen Dunst in Kristen Larocque's gown. I mean, I paused for almost 5 minutes staring at the gown, trying to find an excuse to actually love this gown, but I just couldn't. I just had to let it go, just because I love Kristen herself. I love her talent. She's a great actress and so on. But this gown, it looks like what's it called? What do they call this? This youth, all this youth. What do they call this gown again? Anyway, it's a no from COVET magazine. I won't advise you to wear this to the Oscars. I don't love the detailing around the dress. It's a no. It's a no. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to remember where you can wear this kind of dresses to, but it's totally just skipped my mind. So it's a no from COVET magazine. Let's just move on to the next person. I'm doing the same thing again. I still couldn't move on to the next person. Is this gown the best? Let me know in the comment box below. I believe this kind of gowns you wear to like to prom dates and so on. That's what I'm trying to remember, to prom dates. I'm still very stuck on the gown. I just don't know. I don't like it. It's probably around the chest area, something untidy about. I don't know. Everything over. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I respect some Christians so much. So let's move on to the next person. So the next person is Alana Haim. Alana Haim was actually spotted wearing a dress by Louis Vuitton. I love this Louis Vuitton gown just because of the petal, like it looks like a shell, like the shell detailing. It's so gorgeous. I love those detailing. If you pay like a close attention to the gown, I love the detailing, and it's such a very conservative gown as well. All covered up. This is how you do an all covered up look. There should be a little bit of intricate detailings that should wow people. You know what I mean? So she did that in this on this red carpet, and I would say yes. It's a yes from COVET'S magazine. The makeup is also a fresh look. It's a no makeup look. She had her hair back, her hair down. I wish she had actually given us like a little bit of a ponytail or a slick back hair, but whatever it is, it's still very gorgeous. The gown is very gorgeous, and I'll say yes again. Yes and yes from COVET'S magazine. Alright, so the next person up is Rita Moreno. She was spotted wearing Carolina Herrera. The gown is beautiful itself. The gown she was wearing is beautiful itself, but the hair just threw me off, and I just have to move on. I couldn't stop and say, oh, this is one of the best looks, and so I just thought there's something just so untidy from the hair to, I don't know, is it hair or wig or something? It was horrible. The look is horrible. I'm telling you. I just have to move on before I say too much. Alright, so the next person up is Regina Hall. Regina Hall was spotted wearing a Vera Wang gown. I mean, I love Regina Hall. We all know can I call her iconic? The iconic Regina Hall, one of the best actresses I've actually met in my life. I love her movies and so on. And I respect her talent. So this gown is one of the gowns that I told you I saw on the runway, and it's by Vera Wang. It's not my own taste. It can be someone else's taste. It's not my taste. It's like a sheer gown, and the train starts from the hem down towards the back along with the rest of the dress. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Don't put train in my sleeves. I don't want it. So I just didn't stop. So I had to move on. But we love Regina Hall. Alright, so the next person up is Sian Eda. So Sian Eda was spotted wearing Michael Kors gown. Love. It's a yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. Just the metallic alone says it all. The metallic gown, it's a very covered up gown with long sleeve and everything, and she had like a matching purse as well, but with no earrings, no necklace, and her hair was slicked back. This is how you do Oscars. This is how you go to Oscars. This is how you honor Oscars, and I love it. It's a yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. Alright, so the next person up is Judy Dench. She was spotted wearing a white Dolce & Gabbana gown. It's an okay yes from me. It fits her age, and it fits the Oscars a little. It's an okay yes from me. It's not I'm not blown away, just okay. So I'm moving on to the next. So the next person up is Jessica Chastain? Yeah, Jessica Chastain was wearing a sequin ombre gown by Gucci. It's another prom dress again. So it's a no from me. I mean, we're not Barbies. We're grown-up people, and this dress is not saying that to me. I mean, Met Gala might accept it, but I wouldn't even accept it at Met Gala if you ask me. But I don't like the gown. It's not red carpet worthy. It does not look mature to me. It does not look stylish to me. So I'm just moving on to the next person. Alright, so the next person up is Jada Pinkett Smith. So let's pronounce it again. Jada Pinkett Smith. She was spotted wearing Jean Paul Gaultier. I love the gown. It's a very busy gown. So when I saw it, I actually had to stop and have a look again. It has a lot of rush detailing. It's all covered up with a very big grand train. I mean, the gown is gorgeous, to be honest. It's very, very good. And I love the fact that she owned it. She owned it by pulling it off and showing off her legs on the red carpet. I mean, she's probably telling the designers that's the way it should go. Probably lift it up a little just for me to show a little bit of sexiness and so on. The gown is very beautiful. Very, very gorgeous. Very, very grand and everything. So, well, we just... I'm not saying anything again. Other than the gown is very gorgeous, very, very gorgeous. In my own honest opinion, it's very, very beautiful, and I love the fact the way she carried it alone is just, I'm just blown away with it. You know, she showed off her leg, and she just used her common sense and just lifted the gown a little bit on the side, and it's worked really, really well. All right, so the next person up is Tracy Ellis Ross. She was spotted wearing Carolina Herrera gown. Yes, yes. It's an infinite yes from COVET'S magazine. This is how you style yourself to the Oscars in this modern age that we are. It's very conservative yet very sexy, very modern, very chic, it's everything to me. I love the voluminosity around the hip area. It's just perfect for a woman with curves. I love the mini cups. Like I said, the mini cups are the trend of the season, and I love the way Carolina Herrera actually gently placed it on her bust. It's so gorgeous. It's a yes again. I love the jewelry as well. She's got this chunky diamond jewelry on. Yes and yes again from me, from COVET'S magazine. This is how you style. She's got her hair back, and the best of all, she's got a smile on. She has a big smile. Oh, I'm blown away. I love it. I love this gown. I want to own this gown, to be honest. I want to own this gown. In my own opinion, one of the best dressed of the night. It's so gorgeous. So don't let me be stuck. Let's just move on to the next person. It's very beautiful. This is how you style yourself, and I love the length. The length of the dress is not so overly too long, so she was able to show off her pumps, and it's also a red pumps that actually matches the dress, giving us a very gorgeous monochromatic look. This is how you style yourself to the red carpet. This is how you style yourself to Oscars. Lord Jesus. Alright, so let's move on to the next person. Alright, so the next person up is Renelle Rings. So if I pronounce, please. So Renelle Rings, and she was spotted wearing Louis Vuitton. The Louis Vuitton Spring Summer 2022 outfit. I don't like the outfit. It's like I don't know. I don't like it. This is something you wear to, I don't know, to the club or something. I don't know. It's just not. It does not match my personal style, and it does not match what I expect on the red carpet. So it's a no from me. I don't expect it on the Oscar red carpet, so I don't know, probably our own style. I don't like it. All right, so the next person up is a Demi Singleton. So Demi Singleton was actually wearing a custom gown by Miu Miu. It's a yes. This is how you style yourself. A very simple glamour. A simple, very, very chic, simple glamour. So it's a yes from me. Love the detailing around the dress. Love the silk. I mean, it's like a satin. Yeah, love the satin. This is how you wear silk and satins on red carpets. Honestly, if it does not have anything going on, I don't want to see it. I'm just tired of seeing those kind of dresses. So I'm just done with it. So, but I love this satin silk dress. It's got a lot of detailing around it. You know, makes it very couture-like kind of gown, and I love the fact that she has not too much jewelry, so no, a very clean neck along with her dangling earrings with her hair slicked back. I think she's got a pony. She had a pony on. I just love the way she carried herself, and she owned the style as well. Elegantly stood in front of the camera, and it was like a yes. So it's a yes from COVET'S magazine. Alright, so the next person up is Naomi Scott. Naomi Scott was actually spotted wearing Fendi haute couture gown. So I don't know, this gown is it's a love and hate kind of gown. So I stood there and I was looking at it. Is this a gown? Is this the gown? I just walked away. No, it's not. I'm tired of seeing capes. I mean, Lupita Nyong'o has already rocked the capes in the past for us, and I think we've been satisfied with it. So we're just gonna we're just gonna leave the capes in the past, and we're gonna move on. I don't like the dress. It's a no from COVET'S magazine. All right, so the next person up is Lily James. Lily James in a baby pink Versace gown. I love this one. I love the sleeve, the sexiness, and I love the fact that the dress has a little bit of tail on it, a train on it. So that train just elevated the dress even more, or shall I call it a gown? It's so chic. It matches the figure of the wearer. She's got enough curves to actually fill up the dress, so it's so beautiful. It's a yes and yes. This is how you style yourself. I mean, there's a lot of monochromatic look going on the red carpet. She's also got like a pink sandals as well, so it's like the trend of the season. Monochromatic look. She's got like this gorgeous diamond necklace on. I think the diamond necklace is actually by it's by Pinkett jewelry or something like that. So I just love the gown. I love the way she styled it. She left her hair flowy down, which is fine. She can slick it back. That will probably even polish the look even more. But whatever the case may be, she nailed it. It's a yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. Alright, so the next person up is Jamie Lee Curtis in Stella McCartney gown. I love this gown. I love this look, you know. I love this look. It's a very conservative look, and it matches the age of the wearer, so it's a yes from me. An okay yes. So let's move on. Alright, so the next person up is Laverne Cox. She was spotted wearing a custom August Getty gown. I love the gown. It's a velvet gown, and velvets are kind of trending right now, and I love the asymmetric design of the gown around the bust. It's so beautiful. It's very gorgeous, and I love the cape. The cape is giving us voluminosity as well, just to add a little bit more of elevation to the gown, and it really worked. I love the dangling earrings. She didn't have any necklace on, which is good because all the voluminosity and everything going on, it's just enough. It's just enough to wear the gown. And I love the fact that she's got her hair up as well, you know, just to show off her face and polish the look a little bit more. So it's a yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. Alright, the next person up is Jennifer Garner. Jennifer Garner was spotted wearing Brandon Maxwell. I love the gown. It's very simple. There are a lot of reds on the red carpet, to be honest. I'm not sure if you've noticed a lot of reds going on the red carpet. So I love the gown, love the simplicity. She's got the dress to match her body shape, and I love the fact that she left her hair down. She's got like a dangling earring on. She didn't have any necklace on, which is fine, and that's it. The dangling earrings was just enough, and I love the bold lips as well. Very fresh bold, fresh looks. Fresh makeup look along with bold lips. So I love it. It's a yes and yes again from COVET'S magazine. This is how you style yourself to Oscars, you know. You should be able to style yourself, you know what I mean. Alright, so the next person up is Mila Kunis. She was spotted wearing Zoe Murad. So Zoe Murad haute couture. I mean, the gown is a silk gown again, but this time around I can tolerate this one because it has something going on, and it's very beautiful. It fits the wearer, and very Oscar appropriate as well. I love the drapery detailing and around the bust and the train, and it's well ironed. You know, the gown is ironed, and that's it. You know. I love the dangling earrings. She didn't have any necklace on, which is fine. I love the way she left her hair flowing down. I mean, if you pack your hair up, it's always a yes and yes again in any style look. But whatever it is, she rocked it. She's very gorgeous. She looked very gorgeous, and it's a yes from COVET'S magazine. The next person up is Becky G. Becky G was spotted wearing custom etro. I love this gown. This is how you style yourself to Oscars. If you're going to Oscars awards, this is how you style yourself. Very sophisticated, very chic, very classy. I love the detailing around the hip area, which is giving something close to like artistic kind of look. Haute couture, you know, when you think of artistic look, you think of haute couture, so it's giving us that. I love the silhouette. I love the fact that the feet of the gown alone, you know, there's nothing left nothing is left. The bust is well fitted, the waist is well fitted, our stomach is flat like a pancake. It's a yes again from COVET'S magazine. So let's move on to the next look. All right, so the next person up is Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah was spotted wearing Pamela Roland. I mean, nowadays I'm not sure. I've not been liking Queen Latifah's styles for some reason. I think it has to start with the cape for this gown, this yellow gown. It has to start. I think it has a cape. So the cape is not actually showing off her figure, and she's got this gorgeous figure that is hidden around inside this cape. So I wish the cape is not there, and she's just got on a simple yellow dress. If you know what I mean. So it's a no for me with the cape. Or if she had taken off the cape and just left the gown as simple as it is, along with the purse, her sandals, and her hair, I mean, it would have been a yes for me. But right now, with what I'm saying, it's a no. And that's it. It's a no. And this, I believe, this is the final look. I also spotted some other after party looks as well, from Kim Kardashian to Ave. What's her name again? Lori Ave, that's the name. From Lori Ave to Beyonce to Kim Kardashian, they all attended the after party, the Vanity Fair Oscars after party, and they all looked gorgeous. I love what Lori Ave was wearing. I think she was wearing a gown by Tony Ward Couture. She was wearing a gown by Tony Ward Couture. I love the sheerness, I love the chicness of the gown. It's so gorgeous. It's very after party appropriate, and it's a yes. I love what Beyonce was also wearing. She was wearing the gorgeous ball gown by Maison Valentino by Valentino. I love the gloves, I love the train, I love everything. It's so gorgeous, very after party appropriate as well. And I also spotted Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian was actually wearing a gorgeous gown by Balenciaga. You know, she's been like I believe she's been an advocate for Balenciaga for probably like the face of Balenciaga right now. So she's been spotted wearing everything Balenciaga, and the look is very edgy. It's very similar. The look is very similar to what I was wearing. So I love it. It's very after party appropriate, very Oscar appropriate as well. I love the shade. Although I wish she wasn't wearing the boots. That's my own opinion. I mean, I prefer her to have worn probably like a matching sandal, or probably a black sandal, a silvery sandal, you know, a strappy sandal, just to show the sexiness in the sexiness should be in the feet area, while the rest can be covered up, and the rest can be like her curves being shown in the gown. So, but whatever it case may be, it's still very gorgeous, very chic. And these are the after party looks that I also spotted as well, and I just thought I'd bring to your attention. So what do you think about all these looks? You know, what actually nailed it? In my own opinion, in COVET's opinion, we believe the best dressed of the night at Oscars 2022 will be Tracy Ellis Ross. Yes, that's COVET best dressed at Oscars 2022. She nailed it. She understands the style, she understands a curve, and she filled the gown properly with a flat tummy. Anyway, so that's the end of today's video. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Image courtesy goes to Getty Images and other sources that we've actually found all the images. Thank you guys again. Do not forget to visit COVET'smagazines.com, COVET'smagazines.com, and don't forget, we COVET Fashion. We COVET Fashion. Bye.